You hear it all the time in the entrepreneur space, right? This constant push, 10x everything, scale up. If you're not growing like crazy, you're basically failing. But I mean, is that really sustainable? Is it even healthy?
Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're doing
Yeah.
a deep dive based on this YouTube source that offers a different take on the whole entrepreneur mentality.
Mm.
It's looking beyond just, the bottom line. It's about fulfillment, the people around you, really discovering yourself.
Yeah, our mission here is to pull out those key insights for you, to help you see that maybe real success isn't just frantic effort. It's more about like strategic endurance, genuine connection, and being true to who you actually are. Okay, so let's unpack this first idea. It kind of goes against that whole 10x thing. The source suggests setting less ambitious goals. How does that possibly lead to more opportunities, even these 10x ones?
It does sound backward at first, doesn't it? But the thinking is pretty straightforward. Lower goals, less chance of burnout, you can keep going. And that endurance, that consistency, puts you in a position to grab those bigger opportunities when they, actually show up. And what's really interesting is this idea that your frequency is your neighborhood. Basically surround yourself with people who lift you up, who offer options, opportunities, those little touches of favor. It's the total opposite of spending like 80% of your time around people that make you feel like crap or who just drain you.
Right, that energy thing is huge. But here's something else that caught my eye. The source says successful, often older, people are surprisingly willing to help out. How do you even, connect with them? Isn't that intimidating?
Well, the advice is pretty direct.
Mm.
The fastest way to get to where you want to be is just ask them. Seriously, ask for help. And think about it. Today, it's easier than ever, right? You got DMs, email, you can just call sometimes. It wasn't like that before. The trick, they say, is finding the open minds. How? Look for people who smile back, maybe, or react well if you give a genuine compliment. It takes apparently 1,000 times less effort to connect with someone who's already open than to try and convince someone who's, shut down.
Okay, so that's about your network. What about looking inward? The source talks about people losing touch with their core being because of, well, everything, social media, parents, culture.
Yeah, and the advice there is pretty clear. You've got to listen to yourself, pay attention to what makes you different, particular, strange. Because that's your real strength, that's your power. They even suggest thinking back to your earliest childhood memories. What got you really excited before all those outside voices started chiming in? There's this example, like maybe you loved words when you were 8, but you ended up pushed into math. That mismatch, it can cause a lot of pain.
And just knowing isn't enough, right? It has to lead to action. The speaker talks about their own journey, being driven by curiosity, like with social networking, Mint.com, Facebook games, and then there's that whole crypto story.
Exactly. So they were curious. They initially blew off crypto back in 2012, dismissed it. But then, years later, 2016, they actually used crypto to buy some illegal NFL stream, apparently. And that tiny action, that spark of curiosity turning into doing something, that's what opened the door, led to a multi-million-dollar portfolio eventually. The message for you is pretty direct. What are you doing on your phone all day? Could be something right there, some app, some community that holds a billion-dollar opportunity. You just need to be curious and then, crucially, act on it, even if it's tiny, like just joining a group online.
That leads to another point. The speaker admits being obsessed with creating money for 20 years, but wasn't actually enjoying life or the money itself. Then COVID hit and things shifted. So if it's not just about money, what is the real measure of success?
Oh, connected the dots, you see that sure, being a millionaire gives you freedom. It's awesome, no doubt.
Yeah.
Financial breathing room. But then you hear about billionaires whose biggest regret is not spending more time with their family. That tells you something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really reframes it. The ultimate question flips to, how good is your life? Really good. It becomes about your relationships with yourself first, then partner, parents, friends, colleagues. Money then becomes like an enabler, something that lets you enjoy things, buying nice watches, bicycles, living in a cool place like Spain, as the speaker mentions. It's not the end goal itself. He even talks about buying matching Rolexes, the Pepsi ones, to celebrate his partner's pregnancy, using money for meaning.
And that brings up resilience. How do you handle it when things go totally wrong? Because they sometimes do. The source shares this really raw story about losing 33 homes, filing for bankruptcy, just feeling utterly crushed, but also accountable.
Wow. And the turning point, amazingly, was watching a movie, The End of Rocky I. Seeing Rocky get absolutely battered, but finding that will to stand back up. And the speaker had this thought, what if he didn't get up?
Right. And that's the final thought, the provocative idea for you listening. Life throws these rocky moments, at all of us, right? Times when you feel crushed. The decision you make right then, whether to get back up, take ownership of your part, learn from it. That choice could literally determine, as the source puts it, the other 8 movies of your life, all those future chapters that you still get to write. It's about getting back up.